with Mike Keith, voice of the Tennessee Titans, Brent Hubbs, VolQuest.com. It's the Craven Wings 2-minute drill on this Pro Day. Don't forget to check out those new great menu items at Craven Wings. All right, Mike, it's Pro Day. You've been to a bunch of these around the deal. What does this one look like for Tennessee today, given where they've been as a program?
It's interesting how many guys actually worked out that you would think didn't have to. Jalin Hyatt did a lot. You see a lot from Cedric Tillman. Darnell Wright did a ton of things. I think you feel good overall about what all these guys were able to do, and the turnout from the NFL teams, especially with so many big pro days going on right now.
Yeah, you had Florida today.
Right.
All 32 teams were represented by the NFL. The Titans had Mike Vrabel and about 5 other assistants here, right?
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, Tim Kelly, was here. The Titans also had their outside linebacker coach, Ryan Crow, VP of Player Personnel, Ryan Cowden, John Salgi, a Tennessee graduate, who is the director of scouting. And so, yeah, they had a lot of people on hand. Says a lot about where Tennessee is right now in terms of talent.
Yeah, Tennessee going to have the highest number of draft picks they've had probably since '06, and probably the third highest that they've had since 2000. Hendon Hooker, fascinating to me. He met with the Titans while he was here. Why do you think there's so much buzz about Hendon Hooker, a guy who has a torn ACL, who's not doing anything physically right now?
He's real good. I mean, you start there, and I say that not to be a smart aleck, but I think as people delve into Hendon Hooker and they see him in 2021 and 2022, you see a lot of things and you're like, wow. And then you meet him, and 25 years old, I think that helps Hendon Hooker because
really?
I think there's a maturity to him that comes across. You see he plays in the best conference in America. He's played a lot of football, which people say they love with these quarterbacks, is that you get a chance, unlike Anthony Richardson, who's basically started 1 year, and he may end up being a great player. Hendon Hooker, 6 years of major college football and a lot of starts. I think people, as they delve in, are not so worried about the knee. They like what they hear from him. They like what they see on tape, and they can see him converting to being an NFL quarterback, making the jump.
All right, we know Darnell Wright, stock's on the rise. Everywhere he's been, he's done well. Jerome Carvin is an interesting guy. Did not get invited to the Combine, played in the East-West All-Star game, could play center, could play guard. When you look at the National Football League, you look at Jerome Carvin, what's the marriage there?
Internal versatility in that line is what you like. A lot of starts at right guard, a lot of starts at left guard, starts at center. Looks like he could be a center in the NFL too. Good size already. You can see how they're going to take him, and when this is his job, he will be able to transform his body even more. The other thing about a guy like Jerome Carvin, came when it wasn't good, stayed when it was worse. One of the guys who helped get this program over the hump back to where Tennessee football expects to be. As a human being, there's some character in that group, and he's one of those guys.
Would the NFL pay attention to something like that?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
They would go that detailed
well,
into
because
something.
you look into the fact that he comes during the Pruitt era, and it wasn't good when he chose to come here from Cordova, and overall, he's able to take that next step with the program. Sure, they know exactly who he is. He will interview very well.
All right, last question, the wide receivers. Jalin Hyatt's 10 pounds heavier today. That a big deal. And 2, Cedric Tillman looked fast today when they were throwing the routes. What did you make of the 2 receivers?
What do you say about Jalin Hyatt? He's pretty. Isn't that what you like to say about the good ones?
He's pretty.
Nice looking player. Tillman too. Looks like an NFL receiver. They both look like NFL receivers. I have no idea where they're going to go or how teams are placing them, but they're going to play on Sundays, and they're going to do real well. So I think to get this back to wide receiver as you see the quarterback thing starting to come to a different level. This is like mid-90s quarterback recruiting now. There's a flow to all of this. Somebody said to me, why have the Titans not had more Tennessee guys? I said, well, there really hadn't been that many. Now they're coming back. And so I'm hoping several of these guys will end up playing for us on Sundays.
Well, we'll see. A lot of them are going to play on Sundays, and a lot of them had a good day today. And it was a good day for the Tennessee program to put the show on with the talent they had on display. He's pretty talented. That's Mike Keith, the voice of the Titans. I'm Brent Hubbs, VolQuest.com.
When you're craving wings, it's got to be Craven Wings. Online at cravenwings.com.